every 30 minutes. So of course, the machine's doing a lot of work like I talked about, but we also take batches, small batches in, and then we do 5 or 6 different checks. We want to make sure that those tablets dissolve in our stomachs in a reasonable amount of time, 20 minutes or less. We also make sure that they're thick enough, that they look correct, because again, we use all natural colors. There's nothing added, so we want to make sure that there's nothing, no particulars that would make us feel that it doesn't represent USANA. So that's part of the inspection process. And again, there's one more step in the tabulating, and that's going to our coder. So let's go check that out. Of every tour, I'd say most every tour, this is the question I always get, is why do we code? Why do we code our tablets? And we code most of our tablets. There's only a few exceptions. The reality is we code our tablets because they're all natural, meaning they do not taste very good, okay? I've been at gold tours, I've been at leadership summits, I've seen once or twice people actually take a health pack and chew them up and swallow them. Let me not recommend that to you. If that's your stance, maybe some water would go a long way. But really, we code so that you can swallow them and start the digestion very easy. All of our tablets are coded except a few, and there are chewables just for that simple fact, because they're expected to be chewed. Again, it does one more, or helps with one more area, coding. It helps also when you open your bottles with the tablets being coated, there's not a lot of fine dust inside, because again, that coating holds the tablet together. And when people say it, they kind of look at this, and if you're from areas that have washer and dryers, large ones, side washer and dryers, they look like a dryer. It's pretty much that. We shoot coating on it, as well as at the same time we're drying it. It's very technical. We know exactly how much coating and the time period, but it literally is like a washer and dryer. Okay, tablets make one more stop. They go to an inspection process. Now, I get the question of why do you inspect when you have all those checks and balances? And the reason really is we do random inspections of lots. And we want to make sure that we look at every tablet, this is literally 100% inspection, to look for long-term trends, to see if there's color discolorations, if there's issues with the size or maybe the look of the tablet, so that we can make changes for the future. It's really not a process because we're concerned we need one more quality check. It's more of an overall process. Now, tablets are now ready to go inside a bottle. Let's go see how that happens. Between our China and US facility, we have 5 bottling lines right now. And that number, again, is going to increase shortly. If you look at the area, it's very clean, just like every one of our operating areas, but we don't have any cardboard or paper, which would be easy to bring in because a lot of times that's how it's packaged, to make sure that we get no contaminants in the building, as well as there's positive air pressure, which means that nothing's being allowed to get into the area. We go a step further and turn our bottles over and clean them out. Again, we know our manufacturers have cleaned them, but we go that step further to make sure that nothing gets in to contaminate it. We have tablet counters, of course. They're sets of 6 or 2 sets of 3. Very accurate. We have metal detectors. When I get that, people ask, don't we check for metal? Well, in the lab, we check for metals in the raw materials. These metal detectors are really looking for pieces of equipment. They are stainless steel, and something could break. It ensures that there's no piece of metal that would get to you. We have weight checkers. Again, it's just another way to verify that the bottle weighs exactly what it should. So if we count it out and it has 56 tablets, it would also have a specific weight, and it's another way to make sure that that counts there. Then one of the areas that's very important to it is label verification. We're required to make sure we account for every label. That's required from the FDA, the TGA, the CFDA in China. So literally, we make sure if we get 10,000 labels, that they came in that way by counting them, and after each run, we have to know exactly where every label is at. This goes into lot traceability. Every one of our bottles, products, health pack, Celanese, whatever it is, has lot traceability, where there's barcodes on it. And this really means if we ever have an issue, and we never have, we'd be able to identify exactly what you purchased and know if there was an issue with that raw material. Very, very important. USANA products are now ready to come down and go a long, long distance to our shipping line, so hold on. I warned everyone about getting sick, and I'm watching it upside down, and I apologize if I get sick. So in the U.S., we ship roughly 20,000 packages a week. I won't go through the list, but you understand very quickly that we're shipping hundreds of thousands of packages a week. They're very high tech. Again, they're barcoded to make sure of our accuracy. And in the U.S., our standard is 99.95% accurate, as well as our standard around the world. We're very proud of our shipping process. We have opportunities on speeds and how quickly they get there. But the process of pick and pack is something that we know we do well, and we do it well around the world. Now, I'm sorry to say we've reached the end of our tour. And again, this is just one section of the tour tabulating. A tour usually lasts an hour to 2 hours at any of our facilities.